Go landscape, bro.
Side. That's a question. You know when you watch porn.
Dean hasn't put his audio on.
If you watch
I don't
porn
actually
on your
watch
mobile,
porn, mate.
no,
We
okay.
had this discussion. I don't watch porn. I stopped watching porn.
Keep talking, Matt. I'm with you on this. Go on.
Okay, good.
I literally stopped watching porn, like even before I was with Maurice. I haven't watched porn in years.
Okay, what was your favourite category? We'll get back to what I'm about to say. If it was, if you know, back in the day.
POV, mate.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of this, like that, isn't it?
No, because the POV that I would look at was always like from the back. Because I don't want to see some guy like.
Yeah.
So I just want to see the arse getting fucked.
What's the thing where you put goggles on again? Like gaming?
Virtual reality.
Have you seen the porn for virtual reality porn? Have you seen that?
I've test tried it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mate, I'll tell you what, it got me a bit excited actually. Put it on for about 5 minutes.
Some Russian bird, wasn't it?
I felt a bit weird because Maurice was in the room. I felt like I was cheating.
Yeah, man.
It was pretty fucking full on though, bruv. She came and put her leg over me and everything. I was like, steady the fuck on. It's really, really like weird. If you was the guy that like literally had no hope of getting a bird, it is like perfect.
It's great. It's great porn. It works very well.
It does.
Hey Dean, nice to meet you, my man. I can't hear you.
His microphone's up.
Oh no! Click a couple buttons, bro.
Oh, fuck, what's going on here?
There you go.
We've got your audio. We've lost your face.
Can we hear you and see you now?
I don't know.
Yeah, boy. We're in. Hello, everyone. This is great. Oh yeah, turn your.
Yeah.
I thought you said you was doing it on your computer.
Well, I didn't realise how old my laptop is, and it's worse than my phone camera, so there's no point.
I thought you was going to say I can't download Zoom on it.
No, it's not that old.
Hey, I've had to proper shantytown it today and put this because I've got a curtain in my office room because I like beams right in my face. It's like the sun's like that. I can't see shit. So I had to put the ring light on because I do makeup videos and all sorts now.
You should see my stuff, right?
Yeah. Look at your microphone, man. You're the biz. I like this shit.
My webcam's got a ring light built into it.
Oh my god! There's a puddle down here now. Who's on? Let's start with.
Show Matt your anatomy chart behind you.
Oh yeah, you've seen this.
This is fucking cool, man.
Is it Goku or some shit?
It's Goku.
I love that. That's wicked, isn't it?
How cool is that?
Fucking Super Saiyan.
That's wicked. I wish I looked like that.
I think all of us want to wish we looked like that, isn't it?
You do look like that, man.
Who's that Asian bodybuilder that was playing that?
What is hair?
Ping Yong Lung Chung Wong.
Whatever it was. He was playing some Kung Fu Panda music on his little instrument the other day. He was posing today and he looked like that. He looked like that anatomy.
And he did. The back shot.
Yeah.
He's incredible, man. He's actually incredible. Love that geezer.
Like Asian, but their physiques, man. They're so dense and they're just short and everything's packed in.
I'm surprised there's not more Asians in bodybuilding. I really am.
I'm surprised that we haven't had an Asian Mr. Olympia. I've said this multiple times.
If you think about it, look at Lee Priest though. If you put an Asian face on Lee Priest, you could see that was an Asian. He sort of because he's got a short, round body.
He's had a squint in his eyes. That's what he has to do.
Just do that.
It'd be Lee Priest.
Priest Lee. Maybe Priest Lee, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Priest Lee. Priest Lee. Who's on prep?
All of us.
We all are.
We're all on prep.
Oh, that was cool. I thought only two of us then. Oh, we're all on prep. Oh my god. Okay.
All 5 of us on prep.
How far are we all out now? How far are we?
19.
Dean's 19. I'm 18 and 19. Maurice is 16.
15. Zach, we're 15 this Saturday.
Yeah, but we're 16 at the moment.
Well, fucking hell, I'm the closest then. I'm 11 this Saturday.
Oi!
Oh, shit.
What show?
Your fucking biceps the other day looked bollocks.
It's angles and lighting. My gym's all right for the lighting.
Flex them now.
No, mate.
Do it.
I'm
flex me.
I'm SEO into biceps at the moment.
Don't change subjects because biceps. You'll lift the t-shirt up, bro.
Look at that.
Isn't it? He's got wicked
got a nice
biceps.
peak.
Yeah. Bro, your arms have got sicker.
I just want that tricep, that dip here. You know, that equal size to your biceps.
No, it should be bigger than your bicep.
Yeah, it should be technically, shouldn't it?
Be bigger, yeah.
Triceps should always take up 2/3 of the arm.
Are we struggling yet on prep? None of you will be at the moment, will you?
No, mine's barely even started.
18 weeks, 19 weeks. That sounds great. What are your foods like, Dean? How high is it?
I don't know specific numbers, but I'm never hungry, put it that way.
Oh, man.
Dean's on a lot of food, bruv. But Dean will go like paper thin on like still having like way more carbs than anyone starts with.
You lucky bastard. I've got to really struggle, man, to get there. I'm already on a ton of cardio and I'm only on like 1900 calories.
Ugh.
I'm already down there already. It's just me,
man. No cardio.
No cardio and a ton of fucking food. Lucky shit.
Guys.
But he does weigh like...
So
he does... how much do you weigh, Dean? You're like 10...
I'm 105.8 this morning.
105.8. I'm 96. Sammy?
I'm 87.7.
Yeah.
Hang on, you said you wanted to be like that in Nuki, didn't you?
No, I wanted to be 85 in Nuki.
Okay. Are you all going Nuki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. And what day are you going? Or coming? I say going. You're coming down here, aren't you?
17th.
Until the...
Week after it, until the 20th.
For a week, 17th for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all got a massive fucking penthouse, bro, with a hot tub on it.
Oh, cool. That's the beauty of having a load of you coming in, isn't it? You can all
have to come in.
Yeah.
You have to come to our gaff, mate.
I think I've got a surfboard. We've got a paddle board here as well.
Bring Mrs.
You live in Nuki and not have either of those, though.
I don't quite live in Nuki, mate. I live in Plymouth. I've got a house down there, though.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. But I'm not down there permanently. But in terms of like prep wise, let's get back on that prep talk. What competitions are you doing? You're doing the same ones? You two, as in Sammy and Dean?
Yeah, like the
We're all doing the Colchester.
I'm not doing Colchester.
Zach's the only one not doing the Colchester because you're doing the Colchester as well, isn't it, Matt?
I wasn't planning on what date is that?
You said you was going to do it.
The 9th of October.
You said you was going to do it.
Probably then, because Charlie goes away on ship in early September until 5th of December. So I'll be dog end of prep then. I'm just going to do a fucking run of them. I might as well. And if I get invited to finals, I might as well do that as well.
You'll probably be in Dean's class then, bro.
I'll be in tall, I suppose.
Yeah, 6'1".
Yeah, you're going to out. So I'm going to be like, oh, hey, mate, you okay? Bye. That's how I felt on my first show.
Matt's like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, 5'10". I was a midget on the tall lot when I done my show.
Well, me and Zach are like 5'8", so. But Zach looks shorter for some reason.
I look code.
He's little pygmy.
I am.
How high is your food at the moment, Zach?
Just pulled it down, so I'm now on 2.8 training days and 2.5 non-training days.
Zach's another one that eats fucking tons of food in prep.
Yeah, boy. But I'm the leanest I've ever been at this weight, which is really weird. My weight will not move.
That's the same as me. I've been 96 for 7 weeks. If I'm 96 this coming Thursday, 2 months straight, my body weight has not moved. How mad is that?
You're getting tighter, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm like, so the past 4 weeks now, I've been 93 kilos on the nose, tighter and tighter and tighter each week. We went to Whitney yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, Sunday. Didn't we, Sammy? And I was like,
yeah.
How am I? I'm this tight this way. I've never been this tight this way. It's mad.
I thought he was a lot softer from his Instagram pictures when I saw him in real life. Because like we see each other daily, but it's always in gym clothes. But we went up to Whitney the other day and I see him like actually stripped down. And I was like, I didn't realise he was as lean as that. He's looking good.
It's only taken me since doing prep last year and then taking it seriously through my off season of 5-6 months or so. It wasn't very long. And then coming back into a prep again to actually see like considerable difference to like my body composition and how foods change and to my body. Does that make sense? Because year in, year out, I'm not competing. I've just eaten shit, just trained and done a random little cut here and there for a holiday and never really seen constant progression. But now my body weight is holding at this and I'm leaner this time round. And next year, if I do it again, I'll be better again and again and again. That's only going to come down to monitoring things like that. And that only comes down to when you prep.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing it for 20 years and I never look like I did now. And it's just that consistency of food. And like the training was always consistent. Yeah. The food wasn't. You know,
you pose in wellness now as well. I saw that. What's that like? Is it quite enjoyable?
It's nice to look at her ass.
Of course. Come on now. Is that something you'd want to get into?
Not really.
It doesn't give you that buzz as you would normally get.
Nah, I like doing, if I'm going to do women's posing, I like figure, I like women's physique, and kind of that's about it. Yeah. In terms of actually doing posing coaching, because they're very similar to bodybuilding. And then obviously I've been doing men's physique. I've had loads of men's physique guys. And that was an easy transition because it's basically easier to coach them for men's physique. It's very easy. And then obviously this is one thing that always pisses me off. So it'd be nice to actually voice this on here.
Go on then, mate. This is going to go out to millions of people. You know that, right?
Yeah. But like
demographics.
I get so many people fucking message me and they go, do you do open bodybuilding posing as well as classic? And I'm like, it's the fucking same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing. There's no difference. Yeah. It's like, yeah, if you're in the NPC, they don't have lat spreads. But other than that, it's the same fucking thing.
See, I don't know if it's because I've been doing this bodybuilding thing for the last 12 months or so. But for you, this is great-ish. But posing coaching, like every fucker is doing it. And I swear to God, 18 months ago, when I first started prepping for my first show, I saw all people doing it.
Mate, it's the same as online coaching, though. Exactly the same.
Yeah, I suppose.
They do one prep, one show, and everyone's a posing coach or an online coach now.
But the thing is, man, is like I've taught guys before posing, and I'll teach them how to pose for their physique. Yeah, and then they go and become a posing coach, and it's
right.
No, how are you gonna say you get someone in that's thick-waisted? How do you then combat that? How do you know what side tricep is going to look good on what certain physique? How do you know how someone's going to have to hold their rear double bicep depending on their physique?
Well, as I say, you're saying exactly the same thing. If I was a PT inside of a gym and I just worked with overweight clients and I started working with, and that was all I've ever worked with, how am I going to help clients with building tissue or, we all know the basic shit, but I haven't got anywhere near the portfolio or the experience of helping those lot out, have I? It's the same fucking thing, isn't it?
Whatever the fucking word is.
Us as well. I've been doing this shit 8 years. 8 years I've been posing coaching.
Do you put that anywhere? Because you need to put that somewhere for people to actually realise that.
Well, that
sells it,
bio, because in my bio it says 21 years in the industry, and I've had so many people DM me like, as if you're 21.
I got in the industry as soon as I came out of the womb.
I was like, no, read it again. Definitely not 21.
Wow.
And, but
fucking hell, people are thick, aren't they?
Oh, really thick. Really thick.
Did you guys get any questions?
That's true.
Because we're going to jump straight in.
I've got two.
Yeah, I've got questions.
You got questions? Go on, we're going to do all your lots first, and then I've picked the best ones out of the bunch.
I can't even find mine.
Oh, you didn't even screenshot them.
I didn't. No.
What a noob. What
noob. I've been playing Pokemon Fire Red during steps and Stairmaster at the moment.
So Catherine keeps banging on me to get her a Nintendo Switch. Is that on Nintendo Switch?
Now,
I've wanted a
no,
Switch
not quite. Not
ages.
quite. I've wanted
So I'm
to
a
get a
Game Boy
Switch.
guy. I'll just get a Game Boy. And
See,
just
Get an emulator on your phone.
That's exactly what I've done here.
You
So
can't
you
have
get
Mario Kart.
So you get an emulator called My Boy, and then you've got the game here, and just load the last save, and then there's Pokemon.
You can get an emulator on your phone now.
Yeah. So the emulator was
That's
Samsung.
nothing new.
So you just
Yeah, but I
you
don't
just
play
go
games on my phone ever.
just
Never
go
play.
on. Well, you will now, mate.
Just
won't
bang
you?
Candy Crush on his iPad instead.
Yeah. Just go on the Play Store. Go on the Play Store or Apple Store. Type in My Boy instead of Game Boy, and I think it's $4.99. So you buy that emulator. Go online and you buy the not buy.
There's free ones on there.
Sorry.
There's free ones on there.
Oh, is there what free emulators?
Yeah, free
Oh,
emulators.
okay.
My Boy.
That's the
Fuck,
one.
I might
Download the free
re-download,
ones
like,
though if you can get free
Mortal
ones.
Kombat and Street Fighter.
Yeah, like proper
Yeah, you
old
get
school
all
stuff.
Well, I've just typed in My Boy and it's kind of gay chat baby.
That was the one, mate. Nailed.
Zach got his boy out.
Go on, throw a question through, Sammy.
So I got a biggest Olympia upset.
Was I
When
right
Rami
on
won.
that? What was I right
And
in
this-
that 03 Ronnie and Jay, or am I wrong?
So this is the thing, right? They put biggest Olympia upset, but there's certain upsets that are kind of like are well known. But I'm going to do the biggest upset for me
Go on, then.
when Rami beat Phil Heath on his comeback because I thought it was bollocks.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
But Phil
this
Heath-
is why, and I will explain to you why, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is bodybuilding? You pick out who's got the best body parts on stage collectively as a whole, and then you mark them down in their weak areas.
Yeah, that's what you
So
do. You mark them down, don't you?
Right. So
Yeah.
Phil Heath, other than his gut that he couldn't control because he obviously had that surgery
Mm-hmm.
on his, what was it? He had a hernia.
Yeah.
And he had some meshing put over it to try and hold it in, but it did blow out a bit on stage. However, it was tighter than it was when he lost it against Sean Roden, and he still had the best fucking shoulders on stage, the best arms on stage, the best back on stage, the best glutes on stage, the best quads on stage, the best calves on stage. He was the most conditioned and he posed better than everyone else. So tell me how he fucking lost to Big Ramy, who hasn't even got a fucking equal balance between his legs and his torso.
What was your favourite Phil Heath? I think mine were the purple trunks. Was it 13?
Purple trunks. When he came out, hit one pose, and they pushed him off to the side and just judged everyone else.
Yeah,
After
it was the purple trunk year. I was like, mate, he looks mint.
Mate, Phil Heath, John says this to me
2013,
all the
isn't it?
time.
2013.
Phil Heath, John says this to me all the time. He's like, I think Phil Heath was the best ever.
Yeah.
Like, we don't give him enough credit because he sort of was in it so long and winning it that he got a bad boy persona.
Yeah.
But if you actually just look at him without like judging him on his personality, he probably was the fucking best bodybuilder ever.
And for me also, the best rivalry for me, because I kind of got into, was Kai and Phil for me when I started getting into bodybuilding.
Yeah. And it probably is the best.
When he turned around and whipped his hair in Phil's face.
Yeah.
Remember that? I was like,
it's so fun.
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
it was
wicked.
brilliant, mate. And it's funny because you had like Kai's fans who would like, because Kai had a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
And people, they'd be like, Kai keeps getting robbed. And I'm like, this is an exact sort of like metaphor or like a scenario where someone has such a big fan base that they believe that person's better when they're not.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I felt
Kai Green would never beat Phil Heath.
No.
He's bigger than Phil Heath in real life. I've stood next to both of them. Kai's way more impressive in stature and size.
Mm-hmm.
But when Phil Heath stands next to him, he smashes him.
Yeah.
Because he's just so much more rounder and aesthetic and balanced.
I felt that if you put them side by side, Kai's very almost like he's more torso heavy, if that makes sense. Like he had a really thick torso to him. His back was met like his lats were going down to his butt crack.
I
Like
think he probably had the best lats in history.
Yeah, mate. But it was like his arms were a bit like skimpy looking. His forearms were tiny. Like his wrists were
had
smaller.
No traps.
His biceps were kind of like gnarly looking. They looked pretty cool, but they weren't bubbly and round like Phil, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, Kai's biceps have really long attachments in, so they're just bumped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Go on then. So that's my one. Mine's Phil.
We'll go in a little circle, but I'll come last because I've got a load at the end. Go on, then, Dean.
You always come last.
I've got two.
Is it bodybuilding related?
No. It was. What's your?
No. You got to do your biggest upset first, bro.
Oh, go on then. Go on.
Oh shit. I'm probably. I think when. Oh shit. No, because there's too many.
Too many, yeah. My God, I couldn't think of any.
Just put the one that pissed you off the most.
The one that pissed me off the most is that Ramy winning it twice in a row, let alone once.
Okay.
Like, because it's like Sam said, there's nothing balanced or pleasing or in proportion with Ramy whatsoever. He's just big.
Yeah.
And they've lost their way along with the open class. It happens every so often. There'll be someone that's literally ideal for the part, and then they'll go for the biggest is best, and then everyone's chasing bigger is better, and then you end up with someone like Ramington.
Yeah.
Then everyone starts chasing Ramy in the end, and then it just gets ugly again.
Yeah.
In the entire Olympia, let's say top 5 lineup now or top 10, who do you want to win the most? For me personally, I really want to see Nick Walker win. Only because I watch a podcast and I quite like listening to him and watching him just as a person.
He's a cool guy.
That's all.
Bro,
that's
he
what I mean.
sounds like one of the Three Stooges.
He sounds like what?
He sounds like one of the Three Stooges. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's just a geezer from New York, though, isn't it? Really?
Prick.
So who would you want to see?
I'm Brandon Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now.
There's someone coming up at the minute, and I've lost his name. I can't remember his name.
Mine was William Bonac, but he's just lost it now.
Yeah, he's past it now.
Pulled him back in the last shot when he worked with
Yeah.
What's his name? Who coached Ronnie?
Neil Hill.
No.
Once he left Neil Hill.
He left Neil Hill and went to
Aceto?
No. Who coached Ronnie in the 90s?
Oh, you're on about the diet. Is it the diet doc?
Yes. Yeah. Funky name.
Can't remember his name. He done a podcast with that Valuetainment.
That's it. Yeah.
And there was that beef between him and Sean Ray.
He's being coached by him.
Is he really?
Mm.
He's kind of got him too late.
Same who's coaching Ramy. It's Ramy's coach. Yeah.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Well, Ramy's only doing 1 more year, then he's retiring.
2019, Brandon Curry. That's the way the open bodybuilding should be going.
Rest in peace, but I'd love to have seen Sean Roden just collect a few.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that would have been cool.
Like my
favourite open bodybuilder.
Dead.
Poor
dead. They got Cedric and Sean. They were my two favourites.
Poor guy. Whatever happened in the behind the scenes about some hotel room shit and some whatever the hell was like.
I think that's a bollocks.
Yeah, man. What
he
a
just
shame.
got shafted by someone.
When the woman behind it, she'd been done for fraud previously as well, hadn't she?
Doesn't that give you a good enough reason to get the fucker back on stage?
In it.
It's nothing to do with the bodybuild. It's just image. That's all it was, is image. Are you going to taint our name if you're a rapist? I haven't been done yet, though, mate.
Yeah. Just compete, plus, also, as well, judging by her story, nothing actually happened.
I know.
He just laid her on a bed, and then she got up and walked out.
Oh, right.
So nothing was actually done. Like even the allegations themselves were like really like. So he didn't actually do anything. No, but like you could tell he wanted to. Well, of course he probably wanted to, but did he? No. All right. Well, fucking, why are you doing it then?
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? What about you, Zach? Biggest upset then?
Him being pulled away from.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a bit of a different angle to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I generally think like what Dean said. The open bodybuilding now has gone back towards the monsters again.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
We lose so much of what bodybuilding is all about, which is more about the aesthetics, like what Sammy.
I'd love to see Hollingshead win.
Yeah.
How sick would that be?
I would love to see Hollingshead win, but I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's Mr. Olympia worthy. I'm thinking like top 5. Yeah, sure, but I don't think he'll ever be number 1 dog. I don't.
I'll tell you, who's my favourite right now. I don't know why I didn't even think of it. And I think he should be Mr. Olympia if it was up to me. Samson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. He's British as well, which helps. That's good.
That's what open bodybuilding should be. That's what Samson Dowder right now is what open bodybuilding should be. 100%. He has the shape, he has the muscle bellies, he has the proportions, he brings the condition, and he's the best fucking poser in the open class.
That flow.
Yeah.
Samson Dowder right now is what open class bodybuilding across the world should be, not just fucking in the UK.
And also, he's massive on guest pose, and he's traveling the world like they used to as well. He's actually putting some effort into it.
Damn right and all, he should be. Yeah. Reward those guys that compose because they can make a boring show look good.
There was a bit of an upset, wasn't there, with Ramy not going to that Pittsburgh for some guest posing, and he just couldn't be asked to turn up, I think, or whatever.
He came out with an apology, saying his personal reasons that
like 2 weeks later and stuff. But do you have those sort of obligations as the Mr. Olympia to at least turn up, or to at least let them know beforehand of not turning up? Because people pay to come and see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's been shit as Mr. Olympia. He's been a crap ambassador.
But we're not that. We're not that side of the country. We might be doing fuck tons in Egypt and that. I know that doesn't help us out, but
you're Mr. Olympia, mate. You should be doing the world.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Like Lee Haney used to do back in the day. So did Ronnie Coleman. Jay Cutler did.
Go on,
Sean Rogan
in Yates in though, didn't he?
He ended up over here in a few gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil Heath did as well. Phil Heath used to come down here all the time. Randall's done fuck all.
My old gym.
Do you reckon the English speak the barrier between language doesn't help? Of course it doesn't help.
Of course it doesn't help, but do you give a fuck? You're Mr. Olympia. People don't come to you to talk, like open your mouth.
They just want to see bicep curl in the mirror anyway, don't they?
I'm not going to turn around and go to Ramy. So what are you eating every day, bro? Am I? I'm not going to go. It's going to say like 3 lambs and a, I don't know.
3 lambs. 3 lambs and a boot full of naan bread.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What's your favourite naan?
Keema
naan. Mine's Peshwari, man.
Oh, Peshwari is my next favourite.
Bruh.
Peshwari and keema are the best.
Man, it's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your favourite dippy? What would you dip that in?
The sauce that they give you.
Yeah, but no, mate, they give you like 17 different sauces.
No, like with the curry. I don't like all the sauces.
I'm like that green minty dip one.
Oh,
fuck, that's good.
I don't like mint.
Oh, okay.
Can't do Indians.
Go on, Dean. Throw us a question, bruv.
All right, I've got 2. One was, what's your best trilogy movie-wise? What's your favourite?
Oi, okay.
Well, I've got mine straight away. I'll go last.
I can't even think of one.
It has to be a trilogy. It has to be 3.
It's a trilogy. Like, I can't think of any.
Mate, you got The Matrix, Jurassic Park, The
The
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The Hobbit.
Well, no, Matrix is no longer a trilogy now.
You are right.
Though. That is a hard question because there's
the Lord of the Rings.
There's very few good trilogies.
Blade. That's Sammy's answer.
Blade.
Fucking no, it's not.
Really?
He hates Blade. He hates it.
Blade.
Blade 2 was the only good one. All the rest is shit.
And watch any Blades, mate.
Oh man, you missed out.
Yeah, The Lord of the Rings for me. Maurice, favourite trilogy.
If it has to be a trilogy, I'd say Hunger Games.
That's not a trilogy.
Okay.
Isn't it?
There's part 2, isn't there, on one of them?
There's part 2 on one of them.
Oh boy, schoolboy error.
You can't. It's
what
hard.
What about Twilight?
Twilight's not a trilogy either.
Are the part 2s?
Yeah, because it's like Harry Potter. The last one is a 2-part.
Is it a 2-part? Okay.
Yeah.
It's too specific of a question, I think.
It's not.
It's just a question. I think it's just a question, but
yeah.
I can't think of any trilogies.
You can, mate. You can.
Come on, it's got to be the Dark Knight saga.
All right, Zach's got my one. I don't know because Dark Knight fucking 3 was shit.
Yeah, but as a collective of films, it was.
It's really hard to find one where all 3 were good.
What about
there was always a shit one in there. Even Jurassic Park, the first trilogy, the third one was shit.
It was Jurassic Park.
No way, the third one was wicked, mate.
The third one was shit.
What,
Where the dinosaurs?
King Kong. Let's bring dinosaurs to fucking New York, wherever it was.
That was a good one. That was the second one.
That was the second. The Lost World was the second one.
Yeah, the third one.
I haven't seen the second
one. They go back. Yeah, you're wasting your time, Dean. Don't even bother.
I want to watch the new one. I can't watch the new one without watching the second one.
What are you talking about? Jurassic World. Oh, Jurassic World, right.
The last one.
What about How to Train Your Dragon?
Never seen it.
Oh, I love those.
That was with what's his name, Toothless.
Yeah, Toothless and Hiccup.
Yeah,
what about
pretty decent actually. Never thought about that.
Kung Fu Panda is a trilogy.
Yeah,
I haven't seen all of them.
That surprises me with you, mate. You've posed to Kung Fu Panda.
I know, I've only seen the first two.
Oh, mate, you'll love the third one is with Kai, this guy that comes back from like skadoosh. He comes back from like the other world, mate. You'll love the third one. You'll like that. Yeah, I think that's actually better than the second, mate. You got to watch the third one.
Really? The second was awesome.
Yeah, with the peacock.
Yeah, love that.
Toy Story.
That's a Toy Story. Yeah, but you got 4, haven't you, with the spoony, forky man?
They keep fucking
that's new era.
I'm making my way through 2 Toy Stories. Actually, I'm on number 2 now.
To be fair, I really like Star Wars, the prequel trilogies. That's
Phantom Menace, that one.
Okay, you're allowed to say because they're different sagas, aren't there?
Yeah, I like trilogy. That's probably my favourite one.
Well, the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Sith.
Because a lot of people hated on the Phantom Menace, but I liked it.
I
loved it. Jar Jar Binks makes it, man.
I just think the whole story as a whole is good.
It's brilliant. Have you any of you watched Obi-Wan yet?
Yeah,
I started watching it last night, and I was like,
"Just use your wand."
What did you say, Dean?
I've seen nothing Star Wars related in my life, so I can't comment.
Oh shit, man!
He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, please give it a go. Please give it a go. It's brilliant, mate. Star Wars is wicked. Go on then, Dean. Have you got another question?
Yeah, I had some weird asking.
What's your favourite trilogy?
Huh?
No one said their favourite trilogy. I said Star Wars first one.
The Lord of the Rings.
I can't think of one.
Because
I would have said the Matrix trilogy.
The Dark Knight. Okay. Go on then, next one.
Right, the only other question I got, I had some weirdo jump in asking, boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
What's a brief for like wide fronts?
Yeah.
Well,
no, boxers.
Fuck off.
Depends on the week.
Your legs aren't big enough, mate. That's what it is.
Probably. I'm happy to start. Okay.
Wow.
That's absolutely fine.
Right, Zach.
I find if their
hamstrings ride everything up, mate.
I find if
they're like boxers.
Cut my the right in the. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm wearing posing trunks all the time.
If you see Zach's legs, you understand.
I see.
They're ridiculous, mate. They're actually ridiculous.
Well, he's got like you wear them.
He's got the biggest hamstrings and glutes you've ever seen.
You bastard.
and his quads ain't that bad either. They're like his whole leg is just ridiculous. Even the calf's good.
And that's why you wear the boxers, not because they're comfortable. It's because you have big legs.
That's briefs, yes. It's literally whenever I wear boxers, they just ride up, and then I end up with like.
I'm not gonna lie. Mine do end up just crinkling up to a wide front anyway.
Even when he wears shorts, his shorts ride up over his hamstring.
Oh really? What a shame! Damn it!
Hey, suit trousers are a pain in the arse.
Yeah, man. There's a company called Tailored Athlete. Have you had a look at them?
Yeah, I've had a look at them. They make the cuffs so tight though, so they go mad paper.
Yeah,
and my feet are massive as well. So
yeah, it's got
you look like a fucking hobbit.
That's why he looks so short, because his feet are massive.
Nice. Go on then, Sammy. Next question, mate. And then I'll bring one in.
I had what was it? When does a posing routine stop becoming a posing routine and just become a spinny like dance?
Free spinning.
I think there's a lot of like some people online are just getting butt hurt.
I've got a question about posing in classic.
Go on.
Why do people immediately think if they can cock their hip to the side that it's something classic now?
Yeah, I know.
Have you noticed that, mate?
So true.
Fuck.
Yeah, but you know what they're actually not doing?
Oh, I'm classic now. No, you're not.
Yeah, but they're not. They miss the bigger picture. The hip tilt is not the magic. It's the rotation.
It's like
and that's what everyone.
You look like you got fucking scoliosis the way they're fucking bending now.
Yeah, because they're not doing it properly.
It looks terrible.
They focus on this hip tilt. It's not a hip tilt, it's a hip rotation. You're supposed to pull the hip back so that you can fire up the sartorius band.
Got you.
And then that's when you get more striations up the top of your leg, but it'll also tighten your waist up.
I'm a stickler for it. As soon as I started hitting, I was like, oh, Chris Bumstead tilts that way, or Rough Diesel tilts. So I'm going, okay. Ooh. Yeah. Back in the day. But then I'm seeing too much of it now. Like people with just blocky physiques, and they just go, and they're like, I'm doing classic now. That's not classic.
They're not even doing it right anyway, though, because the whole point of it is to stop a blocky physique from looking blocky. And if you're just tilting the hip, then it's not a correction of your physique. You need to rotate the hips as well as put the tilt on and pull your hips back.
Right. It's all in the hips.
All in the hips.
Oh, great movie, that Happy Gilmore.
Love it.
Fuck, that's good, isn't it?
There's only just begun.
When he's what about when he's singing into the little microphone to the little Chinese lady out the front?
Oh,
do you remember that bit?
Wait, Zach, talking to her head looks like a fucking microphone.
You look like the shrunken head on Beetlejuice.
She did. Matt's like, what's Beetlejuice?
I don't know what Beetlejuice. I'm thinking Shrunken Head from Harry Potter, the little heads on Prisoner of Azkaban.
Type in Shrunken Head on Beetlejuice, and you'll know what Dean's on about.
Oh, Matt's on about the thing that swings in the night bus.
Yeah.
Not far off that.
Shrunken Heads.
Catherine's got the tiniest pea head of my life.
Beetlejuice. Oh, shit. She did look like that. My God. Holy crap.
Call her back in.
She's on a consultation call. She'll come back later.
She won't
She's
like
on a
that.
Consultation call looking like that. No one's fine.
Yeah. She's on a voice call, not video call.
Yeah, it's not video.
Oh, okay.
Right, I got a question then.
Go on.
How do you... So I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I picked 8 of my best. So how do you react?
8 of my best. I got 3 questions.
Mate, I get all sorts of like fun ones. How do you react, and what to do if a guy approaches your girlfriend in the gym? I think that would be quite cool to answer.
I just let him crack on.
Yeah. You've got to tell him about what happened with Oscar and Chantel, because that's brilliant.
I'm just like, good luck. See if you get anywhere. Crack on.
I look.
I see it as a compliment.
Yeah. See, I react in the opposite way that people would usually, or I'd usually think they would react, and I'm like, I don't want you to, but I'm glad you kind of do, because
it means she's fit.
Yeah.
It's like the red dress thing, isn't it? For a girl walk into a room, all the eyes go onto her, and you're like, yeah,
man. As long as she sits on my face,
it doesn't matter.
I'm happy with that. Next question: what Disney character would you prep for the Olympia? Hercules is a good one. When I got it, I thought of Gaston or Maui from Moana.
Yeah. Gaston.
Maui will take some time. Like
Gaston has no legs though.
Maui's going to take a few months.
Yeah.
What about I thought Aladdin. Now hear me out, because he's like a hard worker. He's a street rat. Like he's from the gutter, so he's going to work his tits off.
Physique, straight in there, physique.
He's going to be you know what I mean? He's straight for physique.
Plus, as well, he's been massively underfed, so you know when she actually get him eating.
He's got that Persian genetic, though, isn't he? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be training in Kuwait. He'll be training in Banus gym or something where I've been trained, don't I? Next one. Do you need a qualification to become an online coach, or to become? I
think you need some actual fucking years in the industry. Mm-hmm. I think you need to at least have been a PT or done your level 2 or 3.
It needs a governing body, but at the moment there is no active qualification for it.
No. I'd like to see people have worked with people face to face and communicated with humans and saw the reaction of when you say certain things to people and their reactions before you start typing things to people. Because you're never going to get the same reaction through a text message.
I think you're going to have to have worked in the industry in some degree, whether that actually worked in a gym as a fitness instructor, as a PT,
even a fucking gym manager. At least you're in that industry, aren't you?
You could literally be working behind the desk, but if you're immersed in that world, if you're there for long enough, you're going to understand it. And that's the big difference between so many coaches.
It's like you see some coaches now, they're prepping people for a bodybuilding show. They've never even bought a ticket and sat in an audience to a bodybuilding show. You've never even been to a bodybuilding. Yeah. You've never been to a bodybuilding show. Let alone prep, let alone diet.
You have to laugh.
You've never even sat in the audience and watched a bodybuilding show. Now you're prepping people for the stage.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's fucking scary, man. Because you know what it's like. I know. We all 5 of us know what it's like to be that 4, 3, 2 weeks out. Then then you put in the things like Windstroll and shit. You know how you feel like death. They don't know that. They don't know how it feels.
So is it
you've got to tell someone to be like that?
Is it our responsibility to approach these people, go and then to approach them and go, you're doing something wrong here. You shouldn't be doing this. Who's going to stop them doing it unless we do?
My view, ultimately, it should be, what are they doing first and foremost? Because then if it's dangerous shit, if they're throwing people on PDs like the world, if they're telling their clients they've reached their natural potential, and they're going, it's time for you to go on PDs, there's something wrong there, bro.
Is this the same guy you were talking to me about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one that messaged Zach recently.
Oh my God.
This guy's been put on, it worked up to 3 grams of gear through like 8 different compounds. And the bloke who's coaching him
1,000 milligram test a week
on stage once, and he's got multiple clients doing the same cycle.
1,000 milligrams of test.
1,000 milligrams of test. Hold on, let me get it up.
Got it up. Read it.
Yeah, right. Hold on.
But the fact thing is, though, bro.
Play some.
Did anyone watch Greg Doucette's video with Jay Cutler?
No.
They asked Jay, and this gives you a nice insight into how.
What did Jay answer? What was he on?
So they said to Jay, what's the highest test you've ever used in an off season? Because obviously his test was going to be higher because he's pushing. And he said, the most I ever went up to was 700. He said, but my sweet spot that I always sat around was 500.
Brilliant.
And he goes, and I always came off cycle when I wasn't prepping.
I don't understand why people don't do that now, because apparently it's unhealthy to come off.
Yeah, John's had a massive thing about it, and he went on his Instagram and he said, like,
I don't understand that.
Like, Lee Priest used to come off, Jay Cutler used to come off, Ronnie Coleman used to come off. They all came off. Arnie used to come off. They're all still alive. They're all still healthy. And yet the guys that are dying are telling you to stay on because it's healthier.
Yeah, brilliant.
And people go, I'll listen to him. Fuck Arnie and Jay and Phil.
Yeah.
And fuck those guys. I'll listen to this new geezer on the block that hasn't even reached 30 yet.
It depends on what capacity, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. So
like if you're blasting, cruising, then yeah, you need to come off at some point. Like if it's blast after blast after blast, don't be an idiot. Come off.
It also depends on the age.
Keeping yourself at like the top end of natural physiological ranges, because from an individual, your baseline is near zero. Then okay, fair enough. Like a TRT dosage, I can
like
kind
me.
Understand. Yeah,
I'm kind of like that.
And then that makes sense. But if you're blasting cruising non-stop, then come on, bro. Come off.
Also, as well, if you're like a young 22, 23-year-old and you've still got great natural testosterone production, why are you not coming off? You know, I think it's
going to hit the skids once they come off anyway.
Yeah, but you can at least bring it back a lot easier when they're younger.
Yeah.
It's pressure, isn't it? It's pressure.
The argument
it is pressure. A lot of the coaches are pressuring it as well because of this whole, it's healthier to stay on, and a lot of the coaches actually are preaching this now.
Yeah.
No, so
like the top end of coaches are preaching this.
The argument I've got for that was who's the owner of Supplement Needs? It's Dr. Dean, whoever his name. So he done a podcast regarding people doing what he calls blast and blast, because some people's idea of TRT is far too high.
Right. I've just watched this podcast with Victor Black, wasn't it?
Yeah, he done it with Victor Black and Rick Foster from Strong. And he was basically saying, if you're going to do a cycle and then essentially either come off or come down just to go back on again, you're better off just replicating TRT or replicating normal range with TRT before going back up again. Because if you're gonna have to wait, what he recommends is 5 half-lives. You're looking at like 5 weeks before even starting PCT. And then it was I can't remember the exact part of it, but it was something to do with messing about with cholesterol. So you run the risk of that. Whereas if you just go down to TRT and like an actual TRT dose instead of like half a mil, or some people even running a mil a test and calling it TRT, you're better off doing that one.
Mm.
But if you are going to come off and stay off, then yeah, you're going to wait X amount of weeks and then run whatever PCT protocol. And some people even still then go back to an actual TRT dose before eventually coming off. Yeah.
That's the best way, I think, to do it. Come off to a PCT, to a TRT, and then go.
Just tapering off slowly.
Taper down so you don't get that crash.
It's just pressure, and you're just impatient. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I actually had this conversation, not regarding PDs, but just bodybuilding in general, with a guy that was DMing me earlier. And he said, yeah, it's all just about mass now, bro. People just want to get there quick. It's all about the drugs. I said, you know what? It's not even all about the drugs. No. I was like, no one has the ability now to even train instinctively and look at their body. And like the way I always looked at bodybuilding was it was art in every single aspect, not just when I'm posing. It's art in the gym. You're sculpting a physique. You're sculpting this vision in your mind that you want to look like, right? And ultimately, I think programming has completely killed the instinctiveness of training.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to stick on a program now. But if you stick on a program, you're never ever going to bring up those weak triceps. You're never like if the program is not designed to bring them up. So like no one has now like the ability, or they're too scared to come off the program for whatever reason, because the program is the program. Like if you've got weak triceps, go in the fucking gym and train your triceps. Like no one trains on instinct anymore. The best bodybuilders in the world trained on instinct. Yeah, they never had program.
How I look at it is, if I follow a plan, a constant plan, like very, very consistent, like A, B, C, D, I look at that as like I'm going into the gym for a job, and it's like a construction site. When I don't work off of a plan, it's like an adult soft play for me. Like I'm going to have some fun. Do you know what I mean? Like I actually walk in that building like a kid goes in and goes into the ball pit. I'm going to go and have some fun. I'm going to go lift that today, or I fancy doing that and supersetting that and drop setting that and just doing a giant set and those. Fuck it. Let's go and have some fun and do what I did at the very, very beginning. But when I'm following a plan, I just feel like, especially for us guys, if we're working with fucking clients all the goddamn time, programming everything else, it just feels like I'm another fucking one of my clients. Bores me to...
Yeah, I'm same as you, man. I
will always have, I think we spoke about this, I'll always have the big 2 movements on every workout. So if it's chest and shoulders, I'll always press, and I'll always lateral raise, a variation of those. Legs, I'm always going to squat, and I'm always going to ham curl. Back day, I'm going to block pull, or I'm going to deadlift and shit. I'm going to pull down, I'm going to row. But just variations to that. I do understand that if you want to see consistent results, you've got to be damn consistent with it, but that takes the fun out of it for me.
I think it comes down to, again, I keep talking about the individual, like the per case basis. Like if you're brand new into the gym and you want to get results quickly, you want to you're impatient effectively, then follow a program which is going to bring you up complete, and that's a big miss. Push pull legs for me, I've never ever got on with that programming, because it's incomplete in my eyes. There's so many holes within that.
It's really funny actually. You talk about push pull legs. Me and John done a video about why you shouldn't do push pull legs on YouTube years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And it was our most watched video and our most hated amount of comments, right? And now, after all this fucking time, you've got everyone out there preaching, Yeah, what it is, you got to do push pull legs arms.
Yeah,
and it's like I was saying that shit fucking years ago. Now everyone's just like, rather than admit that they was all fucking wrong, they're just yeah. If you do push pull legs arms, like yes, good. It's like no, just admit the fact that push pull legs itself was a shit program for bodybuilding.
I've tried it. I didn't find it. I found it
just builds shit physiques.
No, it was just too, personally for me, it was just too much in a session, man. I was in there for like 2.5 fucking hours. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm in there for a good time anyway. I swear I'm in a gym training for a good hour and a half, like 90 minutes, most sessions. I just want to be in there anyway. I don't rush. But, mate, push-pull legs, it fucking took me all day. It's fucking ages. Don't know if you found the same thing.
It just breeds big torsos and legs with no shoulders and fucking arms.
Do you reckon Kai Green did push-pull legs?
I don't know. His arms were better than the guys I see do push-pull legs.
Yeah. Right, next question. Zach, did you get the dosages or should I just...
Oh, no, I've got them in.
Got it.
So, big context. So this guy has done various blasts and cruises beforehand, right? However, 1,000 milligrams of test, 700 milligrams primo, 600 deca, 100 anavar, 60 milligrams of something called a beast builder, where the fuck that is.
Cool.
600 milligrams of EQ. Who uses EQ anymore? 300 milligrams of Tren, 20 IUs of Slin on leg day and back days, and 25 of T3.
Wow. And this
how do you even know what's working?
In it.
You would have absolutely no idea.
From that, he jumped straight on that from 125 milligram TRT dosage.
And this person stepped on stage before?
No. This is the beginning of his prep.
Oh, wow.
Beginning of his prep.
What a poor guy. It's not on the client. I understand this, but the client does have, and I've had experience. I've told Sammy this before, for when I was on prep last year and the night before the show with the diazide. I've told you those, haven't I?
Yeah. I've heard about this. He's told this.
And I was a silly bugger for doing it, but I had, respect for the coach, and I.
How much diazide did you do?
Two full pills.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that much.
I didn't know it was that much. Day before show, and then 3 a.m. of the day of the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a lot of diazide, bro.
Yeah. That's a lot, bro. Did it make a difference? No.
Pro athlete.
If anything, it probably ruined you more than it did actually help.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it probably softened.
And I had a responsibility on myself. I could say yes or no, of course. But it's my first show, and I've got this trust in this person of trust. And I'm paying this money. I've spent 24 weeks with this human, dialing me in. The last thing I want to do is question the fucker the night before my show. So
and he's on a boat.
And he's on a boat fishing.
What?
Yeah, so I was, I don't know if you boys know this.
He's giving you 2 diazide and he's chewing on the boat. I'd be scared out of my mind that I was going to get a fucking mistake.
Just take 2. Take 2.
So I'm chucking back, like, I'm squidging honey in my gob and like salt and Skittles and shit. Backstage, downstairs, before we go and pump up. This was at the PCA first timers in Brum. And I'm messaging him going, what do I do here? What do I do? I'm about to shit my pants. With it's your first show. I'm like, what do I do? And he doesn't get back to me for a good 25, 30 minutes. And he goes, oh, sorry, bro, I'm on a boat fishing. I'm like, wow, okay. Ace.
I'm about to step on stage. And if I do well, this is good for you.
Yeah, man. And I still kept him on board for another 6 weeks to my second show.
Pat on board. I like the pun.
Yeah. But I just thought, he knows me. But then I remembered how he treated me, so I'm not working with him anymore. Next question.
Yeah, go on.
What do you do in your spare time?
Fortnite. Make posing reels.
He lives in you.
Do you like that one? Did you see my new one today?
That was playing on Alexa today.
I haven't watched that yet.
That was the best one. You got 2 that I love the most. The one you actually did on stage was Kung Fu Panda. And then that one. As soon as I listened to it, that was on repeat. I'm not joking. For a good hour at night on the sofa. And Charlie was getting
You haven't seen the full thing yet, though, have you?
Of what?
That He Lives in You. I only put a snippet up on the reel.
How would I see the big one? The main one?
You wouldn't, because it was a giveaway.
I got you.
It was a giveaway to. Do you want to see the whole one? I don't know if it will come out as clear on here.
What do you do? Just throw the video over to the person who won it and go copy that?
Yeah, and then obviously if they need help with it,
you can help them.
Then I'll give them help as well, so they can just constantly contact me and just I'll give them pointers and that. Do you want to see the whole thing?
Yeah, come on then.
Here we go.
How long is it? A minute.
It's a minute, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously. Mate, that cheek, bruv. Come on, it's a question.
Here you go.
Oh, it's that one. I fucking love that one. Oh, that's wicked, that. Very good, mate.
Yep.
Like that. I like that very much.
I've done a little Ed Sheeran one today.
I'll have to have a look at that. Someone stinks in your gym. Do you tell them? I see them a lot. That wasn't from me, by the way. That was one of the questions.
There is a guy that stinks in the gym, and people have complained about him time and time again.
I fly around him with deodorant.
Yeah, we've got this massive commercial air freshener that's like giant, and you just do a little spray on top of the mezzanine so it all falls down.
Do you tell them though? I think I would, if I stunk, I'd really respect it if someone came up to me and made you hum. I'd be like, oh, cheers, bruv. Thank you.
So
yeah,
I've done this before.
Oh, okay.
And in that old gym I worked at, we had an immense amount of complaints by this one woman.
Yeah.
Turns out she was homeless.
She was homeless. Did you run we were at a 24-hour gym?
No, it was a little gym.
She was homeless, but she was gymming.
She was homeless, but so she was running to the gym, and she'd pay for a membership in like coins and all sorts. But she was homeless.
Bruv, respect that.
She
didn't let being homeless spoil her gains. Yeah. That's the woman that takes her lifting seriously.
Yeah.
Use the showers after or before.
The showers.
She only had one gym outfit, or she had only had one outfit to train in. So it wasn't her who stunk, it was her clothes.
Sink wash that shit.
Sink wash that shit. Imagine that in the morning, like she's just washing it in the sink. She just like hangs it up. She's doing cardio butt naked on the stairs. I'm just my clothes are drying. Just allow it for a minute.
At the end of the day,
but yeah, I had to tell her, and she never came back.
Oh, I've got a story to tell you. So I used to run. I was an assistant manager at a 24-hour gym when I first started as a PT. So I was PTing and assistant managing. And there was one moment I had to get in about 4 or 5 a.m. because the gym wasn't manned for 24 hours. It was like a gym group, but it was like a Snap Fitness, if you've ever heard of them.
Yeah.
So I'd roll up at like 5 a.m. and I had to do a quick sweep around, before the main cleaners came in, just make sure everything's away. So I can then get on the computer and do all the boring monkey shit of calling up bad debt and all that crap. And there was someone laid an actual turd in the shower and tried to squidge it with their feet, I'm assuming, into the grate.
I've seen this before.
Mate, it's terrible, man. People actually take shits in the shower.
Yeah.
And also, if you've ever worked in a gym, as in like cleaned in the gym and done all the shit jobs when you first start as a PT, I had to take the grates off of the showers, and there's human fat because that comes off of you, man, in your sweat. It's congealed inside the grates of the showers, man. Human fat and shit. And I've done it, and this is what I mean by you saying, "Oh, you need some experience." I think you need to have done that shit to have gone. Okay, I'm going to treat people with respect online, bro. Do you know what I mean? I picked up shit from a shower. And all these people are doing are just like giving out dosages for drugs, and they've done nothing. They look like a fucking fridge freezer.
Yeah.
Do you not think that was a douche gone wrong?
Probably. They probably didn't trust. They should not be trusting that fart at all. No way.
I've worked in one gym where that's happened before, and then I've also someone blocked the sinks because someone was using the cubicle. There was only one cubicle. Someone was using it, so they decided to shit in the sink. Left that one there.
The sinks are high. The sinks are high. You need to get some good, like if you need to take a shit in a sink, you need to get good perch. That's high.
Your feet are dangling and your ass is in the bowl.
I wouldn't trust the weight of the bowl to hold my body weight. I don't know.
These were like embedded sinks in like the counter.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you full on just. Oh, I'll just hop on up there.
Was that snap?
But B-Day.
That was Jim for all. That was Jim for all.
I worked my hands in that sink.
Oh, have you worked in the Snap Fitness as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Dean's done it all. He's been in Holland and Barrett and GNC as well.
Oh, get in.
Yeah. Dean and Zach have like competed like almost 20 times between them. They've both been pros.
Oh, fucking hell.
They've had sponsorships and all that shit.
When was the last time you two then, Zach and Dean, competed last? You had a good time off?
Last year.
Last year.
Was it last year? And what you both compete? You both compete in what?
Before, wasn't it?
So I entered my first classic show with Two Bros last year, after having 5 years off.
So what would you both compete in classic?
Yeah. I do, yeah.
Oh, so we all compete in classic then.
My federations don't have classic.
Right.
So with the
That's natural.
UK DFBA,
got you.
We don't have a classic class because our bodybuilding classes are not big enough because natty ball bags. So, but they do have a classic award.
I see. So. Cool. The nerdiest thing about you.
Nerdiest thing about me.
Like the really like nerdiest shit about you.
I can fly a plane.
Really?
Yeah, he's a pilot.
That's fucking cool. You're a fucking pilot.
I love the reaction.
You see what I'm trying to learn at the moment?
Mate, that's so fucking.
And he drives a fucking.
Why don't I know? Look at your ass as well. You're right. The ass is great.
Mate,
you can fly a plane. You're building the Death Star.
That's Boeing 737, mate. That's what I'm learning.
That's the cockpit.
That's the cockpit, yeah.
Fucking hell. Are you single?
No.
Damn it.
That's his sister.
Wow.
And he drives a Porsche, the prick.
Fucking hell.
It's not a new one. It's still 15 years old.
He's
That's great.
Tom Cruise, isn't he?
Yes.
I don't ride motorbikes. That's the next.
Off of ride motorbikes off of cliffs.
Mate, that'd be sick, wouldn't it?
Have you seen the new trailer for the new Mission Impossible?
Yes.
No, I heard it looks sick.
He does drive a motorbike off of a cliff.
You sat next to me whilst we watched it.
Does this all the time?
We're literally in the cinema about to watch Maverick, and Mission Impossible came on.
Oh, I've not. You're gonna hate me for this, but I've never seen the original Top Gun, and so I haven't seen the. Yeah, I know. So you would recommend? Should I watch that, and then we can go cinema and watch
It's one of the most iconic films of all time.
Okay, I'll give that a go. I'm so fantasy though, man. I want to go into another world that does not exist.
It hasn't like lost its awesomeness over time. Like you know, some films they're really big in the years. You watch them now, and you're like, it doesn't really live up to what it used to. No, Top Gun is still awesome now as it always was.
Have you noticed Cruise has not aged at all?
He has, but very well.
Is that growth hormone or?
No, I don't think he's had any work.
Something Scientologist.
He is a Scientologist, isn't he? Yeah, don't get too close. Would you go to another world? This is a good one. This is my favorite question.
Okay.
I should be saving it to last. I will. I'll say, hang on. Would you rather find out why humans exist or if aliens exist?
Why humans exist?
Why humans exist.
Why?
I think if you found out why humans exist, you'd find out why aliens exist, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon.
But what if it turns out that we are literally just like a herd of cattle waiting to be cold?
Imagine. For blood.
There's a film like that, isn't there?
It's Tom Cruise again, isn't it?
Eternals is the same thing.
War of the Worlds, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
What do
To
you
be
rather?
fair, like, yeah, I'd rather know that.
What,
At least
humans?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but I'd rather know about aliens.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered to know why I'm here. Like, I just
Yeah,
want to know
I give a
there's
fuck.
stuff out there.
So
Yeah.
you want to know if aliens exist.
Yeah.
But what about if the answer is
They are.
no? And you're like, oh, right, okay, fuck.
Yeah, but then if they say
Imagine
why are we
that.
here, they'll
Imagine
go,
if
well,
all
there's no
those.
particular reason. It's an accident.
Mm.
Imagine if all of those people that like massively like believe in aliens, and then I was like, we can definitively tell you there's none. They'd all be like,
But I've been probed.
What have I got to do? Yeah, I know.
They'd all drink
Fuck.
the
What do I do now?
they'd be like, I've wasted my fucking life.
Yeah.
tinfoil hat.
So good.
Oh, I have a picture of you.
Oh, that's
Catherine's back.
What? Catherine's back. Oh yeah, did you see the
Got a
picture?
picture of Catherine.
Bear with me a second. I didn't do this, by the way, so don't hate me.
Catherine, can you at least make an effort, please?
What the hell is that?
I have no idea. I learned this today.
Oh,
That's
what Dean
said.
pineapple.
I think you look better than that, but that's okay. Final question: Would you go to another world and start a new colonization?
Yes.
A bit like Avatar, I suppose.
That's exactly what was going through my head, like Pandora. Like, yeah.
Oh, mate, honestly, would you do it though?
Do you want to go see the new movie at the end of the year? I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 looks fucking amazing.
I haven't seen the
Unreal.
advert for that either.
Really?
No.
Terrible, man. Have you seen the new Pinocchio trailer?
Yeah, because you put it on your story.
Tokyo?
I've shared it on my story.
Is Jake Sully still in it?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
There's a Pinocchio.
What, like, ain't like one of their fucking real life remakes, is it?
It is a bit like the Lion King one and the
Yeah, Tom Hanks plays Geppetto.
leave it
he
alone.
does play Geppetto.
Tom
Leave
Hanks
it
plays
alone.
Geppetto. It looks good.
It does look quite good.
Look, if Tom Hanks is in it, it's not going to be shit.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
go to
not-
would you go to if genuinely if they came up to you and go, hey, right, we will pay all the money, you can write out your own check to your family because you don't
Right.
really need it where we're going because there's no shops. We're gonna go and colonize another world, a bit like Pandora, and it's fucking sick, and there's some natives there that will probably want to eat you. Would you go?
100%.
Pandora, yeah.
Go.
Nah.
100% go.
You wouldn't go?
Nah.
Fuck, man, this place is boring.
Yeah, like
I'd go.
I think I've done
I'm
enough.
going.
They say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Set up
but
my own gym out there. Boom.
I like to ride my motorbike and make some gains and pose and stuff. Like
If they said there's, am I right in saying if
They
there's
said there's
50%
a
less
gym.
gravity, so you could kind of floaty jump, walk everywhere. There's like some cool things towards the planet.
like as if you got balloons on in full.
Yeah,
moon.
man. There's some like cool shit.
Fucking balloon.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to know more about it before.
Mate, have you seen that on Fortnite now? Those balloons.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
use
cool,
them all
aren't
the
they?
time.
Oh,
Use them all
so
the time.
They're very
My
useful.
nephew's the bollocks on it. He just puts a balloon on and he's like, I'm basically God to these people.
Every time I get a first, rarely, but when I get a first, I get so proud. But then I think, hang on a minute, I just played against some 6-year-olds anyway.
You probably didn't. You probably played against a load of guys your own age.
Do you think? Yeah, I just can't build. I'm terrible. I can make a ramp and a wall. And
Yeah,
that's
but you've got
about
no
it.
I
builds
stopped
now.
playing. I stopped playing because of the building, and now
Yeah, but there's no
they're
builds
out
there
now. So I'm
Oh yeah, there isn't. You run really fast and like do some rolls and stuff. Can't
Slidey
you?
well,
Yeah. No builds is better.
Can't you pick an option whether you can use builds or not?
yeah.
That's what literally just what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry, mate. I apologise. What's new for next week then? Anything new happening?
Next week,
Oh,
Anything exciting happening for you boys and
Birthdays.
girls?
away.
Birthdays next week.
Me and Zach won't be here.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'll be
Me
in
and
Ireland.
Reese, we're off.
Where are you going?
I'm off to Greece with Catherine.
Oh, very nice.
I'm off
Yeah.
to Spain on my own.
Very nice.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
Me, no.
Oh.
I hear they're very good though.
I'm off to
Miss-
Ireland.
The missus, their mum and dad, Mrs. Mum and dad just came back from a cruise, all
Yeah,
inclusive.
how old are they?
60, 70.
There we go. Yeah,
It's an old person thing, isn't it?
Well, you hear it's an old person thing, but I did ask, is it an old person thing? And they said we saw lots of young people. I said, are those young people overweight? They said yes. So it's just full of. Have you ever watched
You can pick up some potential.
Why?
You ever seen Wally?
Yes.
Wow.
You know the ship when he ends up going up to the ship and they're all just fucking fat and they just look at a screen.
They've got no bone mass because of how lazy they are.
Yeah, that's basically a cruise ship, I reckon.
It's going to be. It will look like a giant cruise ship as well.
Mm.
It's
Right, ladies and gents, we're going to leave it at that.
All right, brother.
If you boys and girls playing Fortnite, we need to jump on there a bit more.
We'll probably be on there later.
I'm playing World of Warcraft at the moment, though, aren't I? When I find a spare hour or two, I just jump on there.
Like 3 months ago, still ain't accepted.
You're not an Xbox, are you? So it'll be on the Fortnite thing, right?
It'll be on the Fortnite thing, yeah.
Got you. That's probably why I've missed it.
Yeah, Xbox is better.
Xbox is better. Thank you, Zach.
looks a shit.
Shit.
Okay, there's 2 against 2. Potentially 2 against 3 here, actually.
3.
Yeah, fuck. I've always been an Xbox boy for Halo, Gears of War. Always.
Yeah, exactly. They're the only 2 reasons.
Yeah, but you missed out on like Last of Us, God of War,
And Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, like probably the greatest game ever made.
Have you seen the new Harry Potter Legacy game that's coming out?
I've heard about this.
Oh, boys and girls, it looks incredible. So you start late in year 5, in the 5th year, mate. It looks fucking amazing. It's a role player game again. Like, is it third person where you see the character in the corner?
Yeah.
Third person, yeah. Bit like Fortnite kind of thing.
Is it open world?
Yeah, it looks amazing. You go to different classes at whatever times you want, and then you fight loads of beasts and stuff. There's been a Potter game for years, apart from if you played the like Chamber of Secrets and all the games on like PlayStation 1 or 2.
As soon as that comes out, Matt's giving up bodybuilding.
Oh,
He's just going to be stuck to he's just going to be lost in the computer.
I find that I do get that. Though I game more and I quest on World of Warcraft way more because I just want to quest because I'm too hungry.
You want to escape to reality.
Yeah, big time. Do you watch anything or scroll on? Last question, we can get off. When you're doing your cardio, and I'm talking extensive time, like I'm talking 30, 40 minutes plus.
Yeah.
Do you watch something or do you twiddle with your fingers?
Watch.
Anime.
I usually respond to messages and stuff because it kills the most amount of time. If I'm on there responding to messages on Instagram, clients that want to book in, or like online clients that I'm doing their like meal plans and stuff, if I do that, by the time I've done and look up, it's like 20, 25 minutes has gone. And I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, I'm a watcher, so I watch Disney Plus on there. Yeah.
Fine.
The best thing ever, if someone walks in the gym though and starts talking to you on the Stairmaster, sometimes it takes a piss because I just want to get it done. But if people start talking to you, that time just goes really quick when you're on the stairs.
Yeah, it does.
Done it
quick.
And then when they start walking away, you're like,
so
no, fuck, come back.
Just stay with me till it's done.
I know.
People watch.
Yeah, sometimes I people watch.
Stand there, people watch.
Yeah.
I'm like a Candy Crusher.
Oh.
Or I'll listen to, there's this guy called Mr. Ballin, and he talks about like, he's like a storyteller of like murders and fucking weird shit. Or I'll listen to him whilst I'm playing Candy Crush. So it's a little bit of a...
See, that's fucking nerdy. Why didn't you bring that up?
Like, yeah.
That's nerdy as shit.
Her arms off and I'm just like playing Candy Crush. Like.
Yeah, we didn't actually do what is our nerdiest things.
Oh, yeah.
We asked the question, no one answered.
Okay, I reckon my nerdiest thing is I paint Warhammer models.
Wait, do you? What
Middle
I
Earth.
used to do that.
Really?
I never knew that about you, bro.
What?
Yeah, I used to have I used to collect all the lizard men. Like I used to have all of them.
How many have you got?
Tyranids.
I'll grab one.
How many have you got?
40k. Sorry. How many have I got?
Yeah.
No, Warhammer 40k is like another type.
I thought you said I've got 40k of them. I was like,
no, so it's Lord of the Rings for me because I got the Balrog. I've done the Balrog and a Nazgul with the
sick.
Yeah, and hang on.
How many have you got?
A load, mate. I used to be that nerd in the games
over
workshop, rolling the dice and getting a tape measure out.
Same.
Over 100?
No, between 50 and 100 models probably. I want to do them right and just like I'm gonna have a shelf in my little nerdy room and have them out. You know, Tom from Evolution Training.
Yeah,
he does the same. He's gonna send me a load of his that he's had done.
No way.
Yeah, he does actual battles. He's like in Birmingham, I think, this weekend or next weekend, in one of the shops, like doing that shit. Let me find it. Hang on.
So you had Tyranids, Dean?
No, I didn't have them. No, this was part of, because like you said, you got the Warhammer 40k,
yeah,
which is like the futuristic space shit.
That's why.
Like Space Marines and all that.
Yeah,
and then I had a few of those, and then mine was mainly
That's
like the
fucking Diddy, bro.
Ain't
Yeah. That's Boromir.
Boromir, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I started on the rings, and then I was like, you know what? I need to grow up a little bit now. And
yeah.
I don't
think I'll ever hit that point of the growing up stage. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
What's the nerdiest thing I do?
My thing.
The nerdiest thing you do, you probably music, I think. That's pretty nerdy.
Is it?
Like playing an instrument. Yeah, you're nerdy towards an instrument, I reckon.
You watch YouTube videos about aftershaves.
Yeah, I do that.
Wow,
at least once a day.
Fuck, honestly.
Yeah, you love the aftershave, don't you?
Like in depth.
Matt,
depth.
Like
when you come over,
no breakdown.
At some point, you'll have to go show us your collection, and it'll be like one of those things you used to at school, like a
Sammy show and tell.
Show and tell, that's it.
Will you guys be going out in Newquay?
Yeah.
Like of an evening?
More than likely.
John said he's going to give us an off-plan meal, so.
Oh, okay, cool. I can wear one of your aftershaves. You can give me a good one that suits my skin tone.
It'll have to be.
That is getting serious now.
Homage, vinage.
Well, it's gonna have to be a summer fragrance because we're in summer.
Fucking hell! What about if I said no? Actually, I'd like an autumn fragrance, please.
But if it's a summer nighttime fragrance,
that changes.
It changes, yeah.
What, like a dull fruity tone?
Because obviously the heat is not as high in the night, so you're going to need something that's got a little bit better performance.
See,
Wow. Do you think I would have had better game in the clubs if I knew smells?
I mean, when you're younger, it's a big one.
I'll just get a dupe and just it out. You know?
It's actually yop. It's not dupe.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course,
yogurt drink. Yop's a milkshake yogurt drink.
No,
that's Yazoo.
Yazoo, isn't it?
No, you had Yop.
No, you did have Yop. Don't you remember the advert? Give me Yop, me mama.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's not dupe, it's Yop.
What about the biscuits? Do you remember the biscuits? I saw them the other day in Asda. B&M.
B&M.
B&M's a shop, bro.
B&M. Not B&M then. What is it? What is it?
BN.
BN. Just BN.
Because he used to go BN.
That's it.
They bought it back.
Adverts.
Yeah, I saw them on a shelf, man. Obviously, I can't have them, so I was pretty gutted. But
I'm not buying anything with prep. Last year I was bad.
Did that last year though?
Last year I had 3 full shelves in the pantry just filled with shit.
Ready for when you finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
And then I had 2 drawers in the freezer so I could freeze the chocolate to stop me from eating it because it was too hard.
Dean gets really fucking weird on prep, bruv.
So I ordered like I ordered like a tin of baklava. I don't know if do you like baklava? Do you like that stuff?
Yeah, I love baklava.
Good. Fantastic. So I ordered a tin of that ready. I had 2 jars of pickles.
What the hell is baklava?
Oh, okay. So it's like a Turkish Lebanese delicacy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like
pastry.
Here we go. Just come on.
Matt, you've got to know this story about Dean.
It's got pistachio nuts grated on it, crumbled in them. Syrup. It's heavy.
You've never had baklava.
Yeah, it's dense, mate.
You're a man that lived in Dubai for fucking God knows how long, and you've travelled the world and you've never had baklava.
No, never had it, bro.
It's fantastic, mate. It's a nutty-based delicacy, typically. It's like almonds and pistachios and that.
Sounds like my alley.
With phyllo pastry.
That's it, phyllo pastry.
It's like loads of honey and syrup.
So, Matt, last year when Dean was on prep, right, Zach's girlfriend, Catherine, bought him a white chocolate. She bought me and him a white chocolate Biscoff bar, right? This is how fucking on food he was on prep.
Right.
So we got a group there's like a massive group of us. Dean's going up to everyone individually, and he's like, "Catherine still hasn't given me my bar yet," and we're like, "We can't eat it anyway, bro. Till after prep, you know, I just want it in my possession."
Wow.
Yeah, he gets like that. He gets like that.
Yeah.
But I've got a really bad sweet tooth. I can just sink it. Like anything sickly sweet, I'll just sink it all day.
Yeah.
He'll make you feel sick when you watch me.
It does my tits in, actually, when people go, stop being food focused when you're on PEP. I can't eat. I'm going to be. Fuck off. I love food. I'm watching food challenge videos. Go suck one. I love that shit.
It's like I'd sit and have the food channel on. I won't watch it. It'll just be on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be watching like Eric the Electric, who does like 100,000 calorie challenges.
I've got Dean on Sam the Cooking Guy.
Sam the Cooking Guy. That was the bollocks. I ended up last prep going, I'm going to make all of this. Did I fuck? But how good does this look?
It's so
Sam
good,
the
isn't
Cooking
it?
Guy. You got to get on that, Matt. He's
brilliant.
brilliant.
Is that
good?
Yeah, he's wicked.
Beard versus food as well. He's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Oh no, he makes me feel sick when he gets it all stuck in his beard and shit. I'm just like, you're wrong. I just want
to just get my face in that beard, you know.
That's a bit weird, but okay.
Man,
like, I used to work in a bakery at one point, and I was prepping for a show.
Yeah, the last show that we did together, you was prepping in a freaking bakery.
And you'd be like serving it to people, just having a quick sniff, and then chucking it in the bag. Like, and then at the end of the day, it'd be soul destroying because you want to take it home, but you can't. And everything that didn't sell would just go in a bin. And
I hate that. Yeah, because usually on the off, in the off season, I'd have scraps. Like if my mum didn't finish something on the roast dinner, I'd whip that down with ease. If like the missus didn't finish like half a chicken breast, I've actually got to throw it in the bin. Obviously Tupperware and keep it for tomorrow, whatever it might be. If I've got to chuck, I hate chucking away. Like I hate chucking food.
Yeah, I know.
Especially meat. I'm like, this is hurting me now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's meat. That's not going to affect. Of course it will. But I'm like, oh, that's not going to have any effect.
Like, I still used to take, even though I'd be prepping, I used to take my daughter out for dinner still, just so she didn't feel like she was missing out or anything. I'd take her out for dinner. She'd have starters, mains, dessert. I'd sit there with a Pepsi Max or a coffee. And watching her not finish her meal that I'm paying for, I'd see red. Like, I'm like, man, finish that now.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. Finish that now. I can't eat it.
Yeah.
Normally I would. Whatever she didn't eat, I'd just polish off. But it's just.
But I think I'm at the point now where my meals have become an event now, and you'll know what I mean when you get to about my sort of time. It comes like when you make your meal, you want to sit down away from everyone, and if I'm watching a podcast on the telly and the missus talks, I've got to pause and go, yeah, okay, cool, and then start playing it again. And I'm not there yet, but food has become an event.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas in the office, I'd eat in the car, or I'd eat it from a Tupperware, or I'd eat it at someone else's house, or I'd microwave it, or oven cook it. I wouldn't care. But now I'm just so like boom, 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 boom.
There's a focal point on it now.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
You wouldn't be, would you? You're miles away.
Yeah. So you are the first.
Yes. So I'm going to do the 20th of August? So 20th of August, then I'm going to do 3rd of September, 10th of September, and then just keep doing a load.
Wow.
I might as well, as I'm lean, I might as well just keep going.
Feds are they all in?
The first, is it the first two? No, the first one's FitX. The second two will be PCA Wales, and the other one is PCA Midlands.
Okay.
So second of the three is Wales and then Midlands.
You're going back to PCA?
Why the fuck not? I don't care. I really don't give a shit.
No two bros, no?
I don't think so, because all I've heard are bad things about that now.
I actually think that PCA is worse than two bros.
Oh, okay.
Right. Personally.
Do you see the guy who won the Classic in the universe, who owns Saxon Gym?
No.
Of course he won it because he's affiliated with all the PCA lot. He's a judge of the PCA.
And he's a PCA pro, and he's opposing coach for PCA.
Yeah, and I didn't think...
He was the guy that was at our show.
Yeah.
Backstage, and he's judging the top.
He was.
And he was taking all of his athletes through their posing.
Yes, he was.
And then going behind the judging table and scoring them.
Yeah, yes, he was. I remember him there. Yeah.
And
he was looking at the classic Ghost Man, whatever he calls himself.
Classic Beyblade.
The classic Beyblade. Oh, do you remember Beyblades? Let it rip.
He ain't affiliated, don't know.
Yeah, so NFM UK is like the UK's branch, if you want to call it. It's like the NPC of. Do you know what I mean?
There's so many fucking feds now, man.
Yeah, I know.
Madness.
Fuck me. Like, honestly, I do posing coaching for all of these guys doing different feds. It is a mind fuck. I make sure that I look at the criteria for everyone that comes in, which I'm pretty sure most posing coaches don't do. And I look to see what order everything's going to go in and make sure. Do you know that NABA, their first mandatory pose is an ab thigh?
Really?
It goes ab thigh, lat spread, front double bicep.
Oh, that would throw me off. What the fuck?
It goes, it goes ab thigh, lat spread, front double bicep, side chest, rear lat spread, rear double bicep, side tricep, most muscular. And they're not allowed to do anything but a crab in the most muscular.
I've got to get you on board for posing soon.
Yeah, keep talking about it. I've already done your routine. It's done.
No, you haven't.
Fucking have.
To the song I was talking about. Oh, fantastic. Oh, is that how you do it then? Because I didn't know how you do things like that. So you do it yourself, have a little play around, and then go, right, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll film it for you and send it to you. And then if you like it, you can.
Of course I will. Come on now. What I've thought about doing for the series that I'm filming on YouTube, for the prep series, I'd like when you're down for us to pose somewhere if we can.
On the beach.
On the beach would be great.
On the beach.
And you take me through posing. I'll put the mic on you and you work through my pose and you talk just how you would. I think that'd be fucking well cool.
Yeah.
Where would you want to train? Spike's gym or Concept?
Yeah, probably. I'll probably do Spike's is closest to us.
Yeah.
But I think, didn't you say there was another one, Zach, that you and Catherine went to?
Yeah, down in the town near Aldi, I think it is.
Concept it's called.
Concept.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The multi-story sort of gym.
That's
you go
it.
Yeah.
If you want to do posing, that Concept's probably better.
Yes,
Spike's
probably.
is like a fucking little tiny shed, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, we're going to cut it here, boys and girls. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks very much for joining me.
Poodles.
Toodle pips. And we'll see you in the next episode.